So today, guys, I'm going to tell you about a time before Adam. I know probably you think this is not in the Bible. Where is he going to get it? He's going just to make up some stories. Well. Does it hurt to listen? It doesn't. It doesn't cost you nothing. Maybe your bundles. So guys, before Adam was, God created heaven and earth. And of course, God creates perfect things. That is in the first chapter of Genesis. The second chapter says, and the earth was without form and void. It was formless and without, actually it was shapeless, and void means there is nothing in it. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. So understand this, there was already water and the Spirit of God was hovering over the water. This is after now God creates. The question comes, what happened to this perfect creation that God created? Yeah? What really happened? Because now, if God creates perfect things, then the second chapter is telling us that this thing God created has no form, it has nothing in it, and now it's only the Spirit of God. What really transpired in between chapter 1 of the Bible and chapter 2 of the Bible, the first book of the Bible. Now, this question has eluded so many people, and we get to argue a lot with science. You know, people say that science is lying, or blah 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 blah. When scientists say that Earth is older than the actual than what the Bible says of 6,000 years, blah blah blah, before Adam or after Adam. And you see, we count our years based on AD and based on Jesus Christ, let me say, after death and before Christ, you know. So now, what really happened that now the earth is void? Let me take you back many years ago, millions of years. You can verify this, you can check, you can ask questions if you have any. I'm ready to answer them for you and to make you understand where you don't. Now, the Bible in many chapters speaks of the devil. And actually in Isaiah, his name is Lucifer. And now, Lucifer was an angel who actually desired to be like God. He said pride and iniquity was found in him. He was chased out of heaven. In the book of Revelation, there is war in heaven. The dragon who deceives, the world and leads them astray, actually is cast down, And an angel is heard saying, woe, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, for he has been cast down. Okay, I don't have the specific words, but something like that. Now, this guy, why was he being chased out of heaven? Why did he fight? The book of Ezekiel tells us of the guy trying to plot on how to overtake God, and he says, I'm going to be like the Most High. I will go up there, turn everything down, upside down. But of course, God has a government and he's very well prepared. So the guy goes up there and he's chased down. Back to the story. What happened? Why were he being chased down? So, at the beginning of time, there was this father and his sons. And the father was playing a game with the sons, hide and seek. I think this is where hide and seek came from. And the father would create things and the sons would be asked to find those things. So the father created a realm which was green and blue. Green to represent life and blue to represent water. And they were asked to find it because it was actually a very special gem or jewel, let me say that. So one angel, Lucifer, who was very beautiful, adorned with with the most of precious stones and all that, and he had a very nice voice and all that. God had really done so much on him, and he even has wisdom. Let's face it. So Lucifer is resourceful, so he finds it, and there was a celebration in heaven that they found the gem, and every angel started falling in love with it. But because Lucifer found it, he asks the father, may I have this one? I think you already figured out which gem we're talking about. We're talking about Earth right now. So he asked the father, can I have this gem? Let me be in charge of it. And if you read the Bible, Lucifer is called the Lord of this world. Why is he called the Lord of this world? Because it's his. He was given, actually. When he asked for it, he was given. And funny enough, he was not given alone. He was given a third of the angels from heaven. And a third of the angels is quite a lot of angels. Let me tell you, it's like how many? It's billions and billions. I don't know. I can't give you the number, but it's a whole lot. You know, it's a whole lot. If you know about the Bible, there's principalities, powers, blah 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 blah, dominions, and all that. There's quite a lot of angels that came with him. Why were they sent here? And you see, the name Lucifer means the light bearer. So you see, he was not. By then, he was not Satan. He was not devil. No. He was not the destroyer. That time, he was an angel, an archangel, actually. I know he's called actually anointed cherub, and he fell. So now, when he came down here, his work was supposed to bring light. I mean, he was supposed to lead life to its full potential. Life was just beginning on Earth. This is where the scientists came up with the Cro-Magnon man, Anthropithecus, and all those kind of people, you know. So they are not very wrong, I would say that. Of course, they just don't want to believe that God is there, but they know He's there. Now, these guys would introduce calamity on Earth so that these people would grow. Of course, you know, there has to be a calamity for a hero to be born, and maybe for growth to happen. Look at our modern day. There had to be COVID so that people would have the. Let me not say it. It will sound what do you call it? It will sound like a conspiracy. I don't want to say that. And let me give an example. In Kenya, there had to be a terrorist attack so that people would get Huduma number. There's quite a lot of things that happen after calamity. Some people had to be shot so that gun policies had to be, you know, whatever imposed and all that. So what am I trying to say? That there has to be a calamity for people to develop. So the guy, Lucifer and his angels, would introduce calamity so that people would, you know, people would develop. And that was the case. And people were living one person after the other. It was a scattered kind of a population. Then kidogo, with time, these guys started living in villages. Oh, in community, they're now building cities. Oh, suddenly they've discovered metal. Oh, goodness. So, of course, even you would be surprised. How come these guys are growing very fast? So Lucifer decides to go back in heaven and ask the father, hey, daddy, what is happening here? I thought this place was mine. How come these guys are growing very fast? And of course, we know Lucifer had already fallen in love with Earth. You know, he loved the whole thing. If you are god of a place where you're going to be having a blast on it. So this guy, man, goes back and he says, daddy, why am I not understanding? These people they've not even discovered metal. They're taking over this realm that is mine, sort of. Come on, I need to know. Then he's told my brother, do this, do your job. Do your job. Go back there. Do what you're supposed to do. Let them be. So this guy is pissed. Definitely, I would be pissed. If I come and ask what is happening there and somebody is just telling me off, you know, I'll be like, no, it's not going to happen. So he comes down. He not only now discovers that he can have the earth, he also wants to have the whole earth, and he decides to have even heaven. So he says, I am going to go back there, up there, my friend, and I'm going to to show them what I'm made of. So he plots on how to take over heaven, you know. Then he decides to go back. Then there's war. He's beat thoroughly and he's thrown down back to earth where he was. And mark you, his responsibilities were not taken away from him. He's still the Lord of this world. He's still supposed to ensure that people on earth develop and grow to their full potential. He's pissed. What does he do? He destroys the earth. Now this is where scientists talk of ice age. 10,000 years. 10,000 years ago there was ice age. Everything disappeared at the blink of an eye. So let me not give you a lot of stories so far. If you have any question, please ask. I'll clarify more later, and I'm going to tell you what really happened on the next episode of what really happened after the guy came and destroyed. Do we have evidence for this? Of course, there's plenty of evidence. But I'll tell you. So see you soon. For those who have not liked, subscribe, share. Cheers. See you soon.